I'm gonna do a quick video on cleaning before you paint for the Airtech primer. I did a little repair here on an airplane and I figured I'd go ahead and do this video while I was cleaning it. After you've sanded everything and sanded all your little imperfections and everything down, you're getting ready to put your paint on. It's important to get all of the sanding particles off. The normal procedure we like to do is go ahead and soap and water is the best way. I get many calls of problems with the paint, solvent popping, and when I say solvent popping, it's not from the solvents coming out of the first coat. When I talk to them long enough, they have told me some grandioso XYZ degreaser that they've always used, which is probably a good degreaser. Just because something's $150 a gallon don't mean it's the best thing. Most of them are naphtha based. Most of them work fine, but many times, like today here in Arkansas, it's kind of humid out today, and whatever you clean with, it's got to dry. Well, if it's dry, there's pores in the primer where you've sanded, and it's got to completely come out. After you did the sanding, I'm not promoting any one product. You may have another one that works. You may try it, and your penalty may be a bad paint job just to figure out another product to use. And I'm not promoting this, but this was showed to me by Don Wade over at C&D Aviation and put us onto it. Me and my cousin Brian has always used a certain product that worked well. We didn't have any problems really with it, but this is so much easier. It's Zep Foaming Glass Cleaner. Most of the time you can't find it when you need to. You can go online and buy a case of it or whatever, but it's a foaming glass cleaner, and I know that we don't have trouble with this as far as residue. Once you've cleaned everything about where you want to be, foam it up good, and this works also if you've color sanded. Color sanding, you really know how much you're taking out. I just use paper towel. You can get all into clothes weaved rags or cotton or something, but I've already cleaned this once. You want to, wipe everything and keep rolling your rag over, and it's going to be damp on the surface, and it dries fairly quick. If you color sanded, you can completely clean it, get some more paper towel, and do it again, and you're picking up color, which tells me you're picking up little particles. Clean it again, and you'll keep doing it. And you know, I always like to do it, like if I was wet sanded this yellow, probably won't do it here, but when you get to where, see there's yellow, when you get to where you're not picking up color, then you have it clean. Once you've wiped everything down and you let it dry, you run that hand across and you'll think, it's terrible. It's fibers off the paper towel that's still left, because when it's wet, they can't come off, they stick. There's wet fibers that are dry now, but you can feel them. That's where we go with a good tack rag, fluff it up. Don't just take one out of a package, flat and square. You fluff it and unfold and unfold and unfold and get it off. And you want to wipe everything down. A lot of times on the first run, I may have an air hose blowing. And when you wipe everything down clean, get another tack rag, you run that hand across. And I don't care if the most calloused bulldozer mechanic out there, our fingertips, you can feel something rolling under just a tiny particle. If you think you feel something, you're not clean yet. Get the tack rag, go again. Sometimes Brian's told me he's tack rag stuff 3 times. Now you're at the mercy of your paint booth, whether you're a negative or a positive or stirring up stuff on the floor. We usually wet our floor down, but at that point you're ready to paint. But I just thought I'd put that out here. This is what we use, and we know we haven't to this date had a residue or anything acting up. Most of the calls I get, they don't want to say that they have trash. And I've been doing this for 30 years, and I did a part the other day on my own personal plane. It looked like a sand truck come by, and I had got lax, and I had not taped off the apparatus that holds the part that you can flip, and I know that's what happened. I blew by it with a gun, and it stirred something up. And a lot of times it's solvent pop that you may be thinking is trash. There's fine little dots and stuff. And usually when I use this, I like to let it dry for close to an hour, before I paint. Now once it gets dry to touch, you can go ahead and start tack ragging. But I just thought I'd go ahead and put this little one on there on cleaning, getting ready to paint.